Welcome back another episode of NBA 2K12. This is the simulation of the. Okay, welcome back another episode. Hold on, the intro again. Alright, here we go. Welcome back another episode of NBA 2K12, and now this is the simulated of the 2025 season, the second game of the day in Minneapolis, and here at Target Center as the Minnesota Timberwolves will host the New York Knicks. For this game, the T-Wolves are going to use some black jerseys, and the Knicks are going to use the white jerseys right now. That will do it for now. This is Andre Kenshin. We'll be right back after this. Enjoy the video here at Target Center in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Enjoy the video. Let's get started.
Welcome, basketball fans, to 2K Sports. I'm Damon Bruce. Thursday Hoops. It's going to be the New York Knicks up against Michael Beasley and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Tip-off just around the corner. Let's get to Kevin Harlan, who's in Minneapolis.
Hello and welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And Doris Burke will be reporting from the sideline. And the fans are making noise here at the Target Center for their Timberwolves. And now, State Farm presents New York's starting five. Melo and Amari at the forward slots. Davis is out there with Jeremy Lin. And it's Chandler in at the five down low. And for Minnesota, Beasley plays the three with Love and Darko rounding out the front court. Johnson out there with Ricky Rubio.
I tell you what, the Knicks are not a team that puts fear into you when they hit the road. They weren't the same pushovers they were in the years past.
So the Timberwolves win the tip. He's guarded by Davis. Here's Milicic. Right up. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. It's on Tyson Chandler.
Heads-up play, preventing the easy layup.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, he saw it was a free layup, didn't want to give that up, so he fouled him to force free throw.
Run up the Knicks on the road, 19 and 22 last season.
Now that's a huge leap over what they did in the pre-Amari Miller days when they were really struggling on the road. So a big step for the Knicks last season. Let's see if they can capitalize this year and make even more improvement.
And the shot is good.
I love how relentless he is. I mean, he just continues to come at you all night.
And Rubio kicks the long. Johnson outside. Buries the easy one.
That's a nice play there. The more contributors this team can get, the better.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Mike D'Antoni had a few minutes for me. He mentioned how happy he is with their play offensively of late, saying we've been playing really smart. Our ball movement has been great, and we haven't been turning it over. Obviously, he'd like more of the same tonight, guys.
Good report, Doris. Well said. Thanks. Hey, an interesting thing to address before the game.
Yeah, you know, the priority of most coaches is not shoot. I mean, that's really way down the priority list in terms of what a coach might talk about.
Steve? Well, you don't want to focus on makes and misses because that puts pressure on the players. But clearly, you got to put the ball in the hoop. And I think tonight, making shots from the outside is going to be really key.
On the wing, and that's good for two. Davis has got his first basket of the night.
Kevin, the results were somewhat mixed once the Knicks acquired Carmelo Anthony. They finished the season 14-14 after the trade and, of course, got swept in the first round by the Celtics.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, 5 times already the lead has changed.
It's stolen by Davis, and they're running. Goes for the alley-oop. Tries to keep it alive. Anthony. Stoudemire, right side. Clock at 6. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Stoudemire. 8 points for Carmelo Anthony. But Clark, you mentioned the playoff series between the Knicks and the Celtics. Carmelo struggled with his shot. Steve, just 37% from the field.
Well, the Celtics are a very good team defensively. And I think for Carmelo, remember, he had to take on a lot of the scoring load because of the back injury to Amari Stoudemire. So I thought Carmelo played well, but the defensive focus of Boston was completely on him.
Pekovic checks in for the Timberwolves. Ridnour has come in for Ricky Rubio. And then for New York, Turioff comes in for Chandler. And Landry Fields subbed in for Jeremy Lin. Ridnour against Davis. Anthony, covered by Beasley. Shot is blocked. The Timberwolves trail. Now Ridnour. Now Anthony defending. Taken away by Anthony. The finish. Finishes the break with a slam.
As soon as they made that steal, it was off and running.
Yep, and they acted on it. Partner, that's an easy 2 points off the pilfer. Well, guys, the Timberwolves are looking to establish more of a home court advantage. I mean, last season, they narrowly missed having the worst record at home in the NBA at just 12 wins and 29 losses.
The Knicks leading by 4. Fields. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet.
They just lost him on the break that time defensively. I mean, he slid out to the three-point line and had plenty of room.
Like you just talked about the Timberwolves at home, 12 and 29. That was actually their best performance at home in the last 3 seasons.
Yeah, you can forgive these Minnesota fans for being a little frustrated. And they are in the bottom 10 in attendance. But it could be a lot worse. I mean, this team's record has been horrible the last few years. Let's hope that this club can get back on the right track and get their fans back in the ball.
Aldo Ballpin is checked in for the Knicks. Douglas comes in for Baron Davis. But they'll get another chance. Picked his pocket.
Well, credit the defense, but you've got to be more careful with the ball.
It's Fields outside. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Fields has got his second bucket of the night. Here's Ridnour. Gets the bucket from 20 feet away. The Knicks with the lead. That's a 2 from Douglas. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 4 assists now tonight. And the Timberwolves with possession, trailing by 10. Ridnour kicks to Beasley. To the inside. And stolen by Turioff.
And they hand it over again.
Yeah, this is getting out of hand. I mean, you can't continue to give the ball away like this. Well, thanks to some good shooting, they're off to a nice lead here.
Well, they hit the ground running, Steve, from the tip-off, I mean, and they've yet to slow down.
Here's Pekovic. The pass to Ridnour. That's blocked. The Knicks leading by 13. Lobs it up there. Tipped and stolen by Love. Oh, and trying for it. Both teams deciding to change it up. Now Balkman. The outside leader. A nice shot by Lin. He has 5.
It's been really impressive at both ends of the floor so far early on.
Yeah, and it's for that reason that they've been able to jump out ahead early here.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Knicks lead by 15.
Pretty good start defensively. This club forced some mistakes and took advantage, and that's how they built this lead.
And they've built the lead because not only have they forced turnovers, but they've taken care of the ball themselves. So that's a winning combination.
And we'll see you in just a moment. And welcome Welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. Here's Davis. 15-point game. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, we've got Webster, Anthony Tolliver out there with Milicic. Then there's Wayne Ellington, and it's Ridnour in at the point guard. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hi, guys. You talk about Anthony Randolph, and the word you hear over and over is potential. A long, athletic, young big. He's grown to around 7 feet since joining the league. The other thing, he's an unusually gifted ball handler, but it seems that's been as much a curse as a blessing. He has the potential to be a Marcus Camby-type intimidator on the inside, but he's often tempted to play on the perimeter where his shooting and decision-making are still a work in progress. The best path to success for Randolph may be embracing the inside game and letting his perimeter skills develop more gradually. Guys?
He's got the right factor to be sure. Thanks, Doris.
Well, the Timberwolves are hoping that they've found some answers at the point guard position. The veteran Luke Ridnour really played a steady role for them a year ago, but Johnny Flynn, the top draft pick in 2009, missed almost 30 games and really struggled on the court.
Here's Davis. He's got 7. He's guarded by Ridnour. Here's Falkman. It's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists in the game. For the Timberwolves, the answer to their playmaking needs, a point guard, Steve and Clark, may have arrived in the form of rookie Ricky Rubio. Joining the team from Spain.
Well, it's got to be a relief, Kevin, for the Minnesota fans to see the former number 5 pick in the 2009 draft finally in uniform for the Timberwolves. Well, it's still a question mark for him, but his passing, court vision, and flair, all of that is unquestioned.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Beasley comes in for Wayne Ellington. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Luke Ridnour.
Now, you have to have such a great feel for the ball to get a finger roll like that to go.
Shot from the wing. That's good from Davis on the assist by Anthony. Anthony's got 6 assists now in the game. And here's Rubio. Here is Tolliver. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Carmelo Anthony's such a great offensive player, so explosive. Some people have questioned his work at the other end defensively. I think it would help the Knicks to get a dominant defensive center to protect the rim behind him. He has so much offensive imagination. Always seems like he's ready to try something new.
Knicks ball. The Knicks leading by 15. Outside, Davis. Outside, Anthony. Working on Beasley. Anthony against Beasley. Anthony kicks to Lynn. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. He has 7. But you know, Clark, great defensive centers. Not always easy to acquire. I mean, you think Carmelo can become a great defender, or should he keep his focus just on scoring?
I mean, I don't know if great. I think he can be a good defender. I really do, but he's a great scorer. There's no denying that. So you've got to think about growing in your weaknesses and continuing to play to your strengths. So I think there's room for him to become a better defender. I think he's a pretty good rebounder. He actually can even do that a little better, but we're nitpicking here.
We are, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, but he's special, no doubt.
Back in 08 in Beijing at the Team USA run to the gold, one of the things he said he was going to work on the most was defense. And we talked to some of the assistant coaches on that. Olympic staff, they said absolutely.
Yeah.
He worked on defense every day.
That's right. And he's gotten better. I mean, it's just a matter of consistency at that.
And so here's Minnesota following the basket by Baron Davis. The Knicks leading by 15. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, well, one of the things the Minnesota Timberwolves are focused on is adding shooters to open up the floor. It's a theme that you've seen develop throughout the course of the NBA. As Kurt Rambis said, you have to have three-point threats in the modern NBA. Superstar Kevin Love, we found out that if you don't have shooters, teams can just clog the lane on you. Our three-point shooting has changed our whole identity. With a rebounder like Love, it helps to have perimeter scores. Guys?
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
Funny thing about Kevin Love, I mean, he became one of those three-point threats.
Yeah, that has become a big part of his game now.
And Minnesota has possession after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Lynn, that's in there. Anthony with the assist. 9 points in the game so far.
Another fast break hoop. They're just outrunning their opponent here.
You know what, Steve? I think the defense has left themselves vulnerable, and they're learning the hard way that speed definitely kills.
They are just lighting him up from mid-range area.
You know, sometimes we forget about the value of the mid-range or in-between games. This team has made 8 of their last 10 with that shot. The in-between shot.
Stay there. Rubio with it. He's got 6. And here's Love from the arc. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
What a marvelous job they've done of sharing the basketball. A ton of assists.
Well, they know where each other is all the time. They're moving the ball, just finding the open guy. Nobody seems to care who scores.
Blocked. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. We'll come right back from Minneapolis.
And it's tip-off time for your HP Halftime Report. I'm your host, Damon Bruce. New York leading against Minnesota. Teams on fire, torching the rims. Just take a look at that field goal percentage. It's been a Carmelo Anthony clinic in this one against the defense of the Timberwolves. He scored 16 points. He's been dynamic on both ends of the court, finding teammates, playing tough D on the other end. And no shortage of desire from the Timberwolves side of things. They're doing well inside, big bodies, big points in the paint advantage. Wesley Johnson's playing well in the first half. He's got 5 points and been a huge factor on the glass. It may be lopsided on the scoreboard, but these two have been trading blows. That's it for us now. Thank you very much for joining me. Hope you enjoy the second half.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Here is Davis.
Well, this is a Knicks team that has been built through free agency and trades. Of course, when you're in New York, you're a very attractive destination for free agents. That's why they have gone that route rather than through the draft.
On the court for the Knicks, Melo and Amari at the forward shots. Jeremy Lin is out there with Davis. And it's Chandler in at the center.
The lift they've gotten from him today has been huge. I mean, he's been steady offensively and has helped them get out in front here so far.
Never easy to trade picks away, as you were saying, Steve, but the Knicks, folks made up for it last year by having Fields in that second round.
Yeah, that was a big get. I mean, a really nice second-round pick for him, Kevin. The Knicks didn't draft Tony Douglas, but traded for him cheap, too. So even with moving their high picks, they still added some pretty good talent.
Donnie Walsh doing a pretty good job.
He's one of the best, has been for a long time.
Good foul, make them earn the free throws. Don't let this team dunk.
I like that. That's a smart foul. I mean, it's a lot easier to dunk it than it is to hit 2 free throws. Make them earn them at the stripe.
No good on the second free throw.
And the Knicks last season did not use their bench very often. Kind of typical of a Mike D'Antoni team. He relies heavily on his starters, and that was the case a year ago.
Melo having a terrific game. He's got 16 points and 9 assists. Some effective offense making passes, and he's also been hitting from deep with the 3-ball.
What a combination that is. Good, smart passing with shooting range. I don't know how you defend that.
A leaner, and the basket by Rubio. Rubio's got 8 points. me back to what you were saying about that New York Knicks bench. A big part of that was they were so short-handed. Remember Clark when they got that trade and trying to, bring Melo up to speed on what they were doing?
No question. I mean, it got the Melo that trade, but it also left a few players tired because they lost some of their bench depth. Could have been why they saw so many late season injuries as players were maybe a bit worn out. You think about Trent Billups going down late. Interesting discussion.
It's one-on-one. Outside Anthony. Deflected. It's stolen by Johnson.
Mistakes continuing to happen for them this quarter.
Yeah, they're just joining on offense, Steve. They're giving back some of this lead because of it.
The three from Anthony. Good on the shot. Anthony's got 20. Here is Rubio. He's got 10.
Looking at Amari's numbers from last year, he had career highs in points per game, and that was even as he was being the focal point of opposing teams' defense.
Minnesota making some changes. Webster comes in for Michael Beasley. And Luke Ridnour subbed in for Ricky Rubio. And then for New York, Ronny Turioff, who's checked in for Chandler. And Landry Fields subbed in for Baron Davis. You're right, Clark, going back to Amari. He took 19 shots a game, but was still able to keep his field goal percentage over 50%.
Well, it's not easy to do when you're seeing so many double teams. And now that Carmelo Anthony is going to be on the Knicks full-time for a full season, I think you'll see Amari with even more room to work with on offense.
Johnson not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Johnson's got 4 this quarter. Lynn commits the charge. That's foul number. For 2 for him.
Great defensive play there. He got position, got his feet set, and drew the charge.
And that's a sacrifice of the body. I mean, to get run over like that, he showed some grit and sacrifice there.
It's one-on-one. And it's Anthony with the jam.
A true power dunk, Kev. I thought he might. Squeeze the air out of the ball on that one.
Well, when he gets it near the basket, you know where he's headed.
He's going fast and with force.
Now, here's Ridnour. Johnson outside. Puts up a 3. That's good. And it's Ridnour picking up the assist. Johnson's got 12. Outside Anthony. From deep. And again, New York with the triple.
This looks like a three-point contest out there, guys.
Yeah, you would fit right in, partner. I mean, you hit one on us, we'll hit one on you. A terrific battle going on here.
Here's Ridnour. He takes it up and brings it in. Ridnour's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
The Timberwolves were only 10-20 against the East last season. They say the West is a dominant conference, but not when you're talking about the Timberwolves. They were a tough team.
Lets it fly, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Boy, he's been so cool out there, composed, never rattled. I mean, a very steady contributor to the offense.
It's a look, and again it's Minnesota converting. And for the Timberwolves, they've never managed 25 wins in the 4 seasons since they traded away Kevin Garnett. Steve, how long do you think it's going to take to rebuild this team?
Well, unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be a while, Kevin, because The one building block you can say they have is Kevin Love. We'll see how Ricky Rubio does. We'll see if any of these young draft picks that they picked up this year can improve this team. But seems to me they're still at least a couple of years away. I'm not sure what he was thinking about there. That's a strange foul.
Who knows? Maybe he just wanted to take a break for a minute.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Pekovic checks in for Milicic, and it's Beasley in for Wesley Johnson. Then for the Knicks, Aldo Balkman is checked in for Stoudemire, and Tony Douglas is subbed in for Jeremy Lin. Three-pointer, Ridnour, good! Ridnour's got 9.
It's been a great day for him from the field, but his team still trailing.
Wasted no time on that one. And the Knicks lead by 15. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
That's why you push the ball. You score before the defense has a chance. To set up.
Exactly. They had the defense on its heels that time.
And the Knicks with the ball. 17 points was their biggest margin. And that one's good. Fields has got 7 points for the quarter.
I think their only hope now, Clark, is to slow him down with a double team.
Well, they got to stop the bleeding, put the tourniquet on, and she's been tough to play straight up.
Ridnour dishes to Beasley.
Don't leave Martell open.
Webster outside, and another three for Minnesota. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. And Fields kicks to Anthony. And again, New York with the triple.
Tell you what, this is as dialed in as you will ever see a player.
And you know what, Steve, if they're smart, they'll get him the ball every trip down.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, double-double through the first 3 quarters, so he is giving them a huge boost.
Yeah, stat sheet stuffer of a performance, Steve, making his presence known across the stat sheet.
It's the Knicks, up by 15. Now as we get going here in the fourth, let's send it over to Doris Burke for our Sprite Spark.
Thanks, Kev. Today's Sprite Spark goes to Landry Fields. His play off the bench has provided a huge lift to his team and really changed the course of this basketball game. You have to love the energy he's provided.
Thank you, Doris. He gave them guys just what they were looking for off the bench.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, I think the game would have been a totally different looking game if not for what he brought to the table.
Well, it didn't take him any time to get into the flow of the game either. I mean, as soon as he got out there, he was ready to roll.
They've ridden on Wesley Johnson in the backcourt. Randolph is out there with Beasley. And it's Pekovic in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Davis. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there. Here's Ridnour. He's guarded by Davis. Good work. And it's Beasley. That time an assist from Luke Ridnour. Ridnour's got 4 assists now tonight. Fires from the wing. And Baron Davis again. Here's Ridnour. A decent amount of time left as they try to find a way back into it.
Not time to panic yet, guys.
Steve?
Well, it will be soon if they don't cut into this lead quickly.
Second chance shot, and it's blocked. Up with it. Fields can't get it to go.
Man, that's too bad. Easy shot there, and you got to knock that one down.
Well, that's a concentration cramp right there. I mean, just lost focus.
The Knicks leading by 15. Davis, the pass to Mason. The 3 is launched. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 5 assists tonight.
There's a big spread between these teams and how many of their baskets have been assisted on.
So you have to give credit to them for how well they've been able to find the open man with that extra pass.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Kevin Love's checked in for Pekovic. Tolliver comes in for Anthony Randolph. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Luke Ridnour. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for the Knicks. Anthony comes in for Roger Mason. And Rubio kicked it.
Great lob, great catch, perfect execution. On the alley-oop.
And not just with any old finish either, but big stuff.
Yeah, little something for everybody, Kevin.
Shot denied. Timberwolves trailed by 16. There's the block. Now Anthony. Outside, Davis takes a three. And again, New York with the triple.
Fellas, they are heating up from outside now.
Yep, of their last 5 hoops, 3 of them have come from long range.
Johnson, good. Johnson's got 10 points in just the second half. Davis kicks to Anthony. Over Beasley. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Davis. Davis has got his 6th assist on the night. And Minnesota has possession. It's an 18-point game.
I got him.
Deflects the pass. From the baseline. And good on the basket. Hook it. That's 12 points for Beasley. The Knicks leading by 16. And here's Fields. Over Johnson. It's blocked. Here is Rubio. Hangs. Wow. Can't hit. Excellent D there from Stoudemire. Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Yeah, there's no agenda. I mean, the ball's just moving to whoever is open, and as a result, they've kind of developed a clicking kind of pace to their game. It's been fun to watch.
And there's another one for the Knicks.
And they add to this lead, trying to close this game out.
I think it would take a lot of luck and maybe then some. I mean, might be time to pack this thing in.
Jared Rittenauer is checked in for Minnesota. And a switch here also for New York. Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Landry Fields. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Love, up and in from the low block.
Got himself into a really good position there. Can't pass that shot up, guys.
Love throws it down. Now let's check out the Sprite Slam Cam.
Looks like this one's over. They really played well tonight.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, we can take it out of the oven. This game is cooked.
Here's Johnson. That's good. And it's Rittenauer picking up the assist. Rittenauer's got 5 assists tonight. Here's Davis, and the Knicks good for 2.
He continues to do everything well out there.
You know what? And it's really hard based on that to determine what he's done best so far.
Here's Johnson. That's good. And it's Rittenauer picking up the assist. Johnson's got 8 points in the quarter.
This guy's really flowing with his stroke right now. He hit one earlier, and now he has 3 in this half.
Here is Rittenauer. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Shoot it!
Stoudemire against Beasley. Rubio dishes to Johnson. Deflected by Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Another shot. And the basket by Rubio.
I saw just a little bit of daylight, but right to the rim.
Clark, no question who's been in control of this game.
It has been all theirs, fully in control.
Anthony with the bucket.
That's probably going to do it. They are just putting this team away.
Steve, I thought they caught fire just at the right time, blowing this one wide open as the clock winds down.
Goes up on the wing, and Beasley gets it to go on the assist by Rubio. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. Chandler. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. And the Knicks lead by 17.
That's going to do it. I don't think they have enough time here now.
This one's in the books.
Here's Beasley. Gets the bucket.
And I like his aggressiveness, going to the hoop using that height advantage.
Here's Chandler. Over Ridenour. That's good from Davis on the assist by Chandler.
Well, they've looked good here tonight, and now they are coasting to the finish line.
Steve, just a matter of time right now.
I have no idea why he was fouling there.
And even the foul, I mean, you can't be wrapping guys up like that. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. That's a meaningless play.
Backing down is Beasley. But oh, it looks like this one might get reviewed. Very close on the release. And yes, the officials want to review the shot. They initially thought he didn't get it off in time, but it was awfully tough to tell. What a moment this is, huh? They may go from winners to losers just like that.
You know, I've always felt that video review was a great addition to the NBA rules, especially when it can have such an impact on the outcome of a game.
I agree, Clark, and very tough to tell on this one. We don't see a lot of these reviews, but a good percentage of reviews ultimately end up in an overturned ruling of what was originally thought to be a basket or not.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Carmelo Anthony.
And that should do it for now. This is Andre Kenshin. And tomorrow we have a Thursday Night Football, which will be our first ever flex game in the history of a Thursday night game. We'll make it here today as the Los Angeles Chargers will host the Denver Broncos. That's why it became a first game since the late season during the 2023 season. As NFL Week 17 as well as being flexed as well. The Week 17 in NFL, so the Atlanta Falcons take on the Washington Commanders on Sunday Night Football, replacing by Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns, along with a Saturday triple header with the Los Angeles Chargers take on the New England Patriots. The Denver Broncos take on the Cincinnati Bengals, and the Arizona Cardinals take on the Los Angeles Rams. So reminder, the start of the Christmas, I think we're gonna be interesting in 4 parts or 5. 1 to 5 days ago, we want to join 5 days ago here. Here's the national broadcasters for 5 days. We're ready to go, we'll work. We are in here to the start of Friday. 5 days starts on the Christmas day here in New York City. The San Antonio Spurs will host, no, New York Knicks will host the San Antonio Spurs. Is going to be interesting with Tim Duncan and Carmelo Anthony. The second game of the day goes in Dallas, Texas, as the Minnesota Timberwolves they will play the Dallas Mavericks in the rematch of the Western Conference Finals last year, with Dirk Nowitzki and Michael Beasley each other with Luka and Anthony Edwards each other in the Western Conference Finals met in Minnesota. The third game will be playing in Boston, Massachusetts. The old rivals in the Atlantic Division features the Boston Celtics that will host the Boston Celtics that met in the playoffs each other in real life between those legends of Larry Bird, Julius Irving, along with the others, and with Paul Pierce, Andre Iguodala, and Jason Tatum, Joel Embiid in the rivalry in the Atlantic Division. Next game, the fourth one, will be in Oakland, California. It's gonna be the Golden State Warriors that will host the Los Angeles Lakers with Kobe and Monte Ellis for each other between the California rivalries between those two of the met in the playoffs with LeBron and Steph Curry in real life. Anything is interesting right there in here so far, right now, today, in the history now. So I think the Lakers would dominate easy against the Warriors. And finally, for into Phoenix, Arizona, as the Phoenix Suns will host the Denver Nuggets. This is gonna be a great game here. The NBA Christmas party might be delayed on the Spurs Knicks move to Saturday right now. That will do it for now. This is Andre Kenshin. We'll see you tomorrow for the first matchup between the Spurs and the Knicks in the first part of the 5-part of the Christmas arc. Sign up and peace out. Good night.